Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Members of the Black Panther Party in Philly were standing on the sidewalk minding their own business when the police pulled up as usual and started harassing a group of black men. Well, they found out rather quickly that this was not just your average group of black men. These were black men who knew their rights and were not afraid to exercise them. Check it out.
I can hold my gun like this, it's the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arm in my hand, just can't hit my finger on the trigger, which is not. So don't ask me to do nothing that's against the law. Can I help you? I'm out here minding my business. I'm out here to control and watch you. Anything else? Because you guys like beating up our teenagers. Somebody sent us a video of y'all beating up teenagers.
Y'all, wasn't me.
It was y'all. You police officer. You part of that. It was y'all. It was y'all. You don't like to be labeled in with slave catchers. You shouldn't have touched their boat, sellout. You are a sellout. You wearing their shit. You are a sellout. You ain't protecting shit. You got to do whatever they tell you to, including hurt your people. Because you walking up to me and I don't like you and I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the fuck alone.
When I'm here,
I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the fuck out of my face. Thank you, officer.
Have a good day.
You have a bad one. Sell out. Fuck out of here. You smiling for a sellout? Do you know where you came from? Slave catchers hired you to help catch their property, which was us. Slave catchers controls the origin of that bag. You bitch ass nigga. The fuck out of here. Go where you're needed. We don't need your help. Get out the fucking street. Like your supervisor said, get out the fucking street. Get out the fucking street. Go with him. Go with him. Get out the fucking street. You blocking traffic. Get out the fucking street. Get the fuck out the street. Thought you was gonna disarm.
I ain't got no problem with that. Yeah, man. That's how you handle those cowards who only ride on people when they have three things, one of three things: size, weaponry, or numbers. And that's how they do it. But he not only knew his rights, he cited law. Yeah. These uncivilized mutts need to be stopped. But he said, unless you're investigating a crime, leave me the F alone. And get out of the way, you're blocking traffic. Move your vehicle. Yeah, man, straight up. Move your vehicle. Go where you're wanted. Go where, and more importantly, go where you're needed. Why the hell are they harassing innocent people? I'm gonna tell you something that those cops would not have done. Specifically that black one. He would not have pulled up on a group of white men who were open carrying. He would not have done that and started asking them questions about why you got your hand on your gun. But he said, yeah, it's legal for me to have my hand on my gun. I just can't have it on the trigger. Oh yeah, he knew his rights. They count on us not knowing our rights. And when you start talking to them, if they sense any sign of fear, they're like wild animals. You ever notice how if you see a dog, especially a big dog, and he tense up, he start watching you, he trying to see, he checking you out, he reading your mannerisms. He trying to see if you're afraid of him. The moment you show fear, if you turn and start running, or you start screaming, you panic, he is going to attack. That's how the police are. And they got the nerve enough to call us animals. Many of them, not all, I always got to say many, not all, because I got some homeboys that are cops, and to keep it real with your family, to keep it a buck, they're moles, they're infiltrators. They're in there trying to do the best that they can within this corrupt system to try to mitigate some of the damage that police officers do out there in the streets. So, when they stop you to write a ticket, they're actually stopping you to write a ticket instead of just profiling people. They're stopping you because you actually committed a traffic infraction. When they pull up on the corner, dudes, if they see some dudes selling drugs or something like that, they're gonna tell them to move around instead of just rolling up on them, acting like the DEA and trying to arrest them and put them in jail. Because they know a lot of these dudes just don't know any better, or they just trying to eat or whatever. And the police like, man, these dudes is already going through it, even though they are committing crimes, they are hurting their own people. If I make this arrest on this dude, he gonna be gone for 10 years. He gonna be gone for 20 years, because I know he got 2 strikes already. A lot of those cops, they're very familiar with the guys in that area where they patrol. So the good ones are more like, look, I'm here to stop violent crime. They focus more on violent crime. If you one of those cats out there where you think you running the show, you a big bad wolf, yeah, they gonna come get you. They coming to get your type. But anyway, fam, a lot of these guys, they don't do nothing but cause trouble. In fact, most police officers only come around when there is trouble. That's why in black neighborhoods, people have such distrust for them, because they only know police officers for bad interactions. Police show up after a crime is committed, or the police show up and commit a crime and manufacture a crime, harass people. And so when people see the police, all they know is gloom. And the police get off on it. They get off on being the gloom. They get off on people having a bad day when they come around. They just don't care. And I'm talking about specifically black neighborhoods and other brown communities, especially Latino communities. In fact, the people that harass the Latino community most are Latinos themselves. Ain't that something? Latino cops. Oh yeah, they're worse than white cops when it comes to Latinos. Yeah. All my Latino subscribers, let me know if I'm on track. Let me know if I'm on track. Am I getting warm? Am I hot? Let me know. Am I cooking? Let me know. Yeah. Buddy called them out. They wasn't expecting that. They wasn't expecting that at all. Gave that fool an education in history. The slave fathers hired you to catch their property. A lot of them cops out there, man, they don't know, or they just don't care, right? They just want to get out there, get that bread, and try to assimilate as best they can and go on about their business. A lot of them are self-haters. You would think when you see that black cop that he gonna try to look out for his people, but a lot of them, they're coconuts. They go in with the same mentality, or even worse than, the white racist cop does. Yeah, they have a chip on their shoulder, fam. This is why I think it's important for people who stand up to them with all of that might they have, with all of the authority they have, with all of the aggression they have. When people stand up to them in the name of community, in the name of righteousness, those people should be protected and they should be compensated well. I don't know what kind of money these guys are getting, but this is why I make it a point to donate to these type of organizations, these type of groups, because they're boots on the ground. They're doing the work. The trip part about it is you'll have people donate money to charitable causes that they can't even see in action. I'm talking about charitable organizations that pay the management and executives 95% of the money that come in. These guys need resources. They have to, if they're standing out on that street patrolling the youngsters as they walk back and forth to school, or they're standing on the corner making sure that grandma get home safe when she walked from that bus stop. They're making sure that the gang violence don't get out of control, or making sure that they try to quell that gang violence. That's time. That's time away from their families. And I'm gonna tell you something else, fam. A lot of these guys have a hard time in their relationships. The women give them a hard time because their women want them at home, safe with them. And, you know, a lot of these guys recognize that they've been given a higher calling to not just protect their family, but to protect their extended family, the Black community. And so it takes a lot of time away from their family. But their families still need to be provided for. So besides providing money for transportation, food, clothing, logistics, you know, staff, bodies on the ground, you know, material, guns, yeah, other weapons, yeah. These guys have to take care of family. They have to take care of their home. They still have rent or mortgages to pay, right? So this is why, and then they're putting their lives literally on the line. They're putting their freedom on the line. You have no idea how many freedom fighters are just in jail, like in prisons all over this country, who have been hidden all over this country, silenced. This is why I think these guys, we got to take care of our own. Let me put it like this. We have to take care of those who take care of us. Learn the law, fam. Learn the law. That is the message today. Learn the law, know your rights, and take care of those who take care of you. No more talk.